So you're more of like, you know, less of a Kurt Cobain fan, more of a Courtney Love fan, sort of. You know? No one else gets that? No one gets that reference? Come on. Kyle gets it. Alright, I think we need a little palate cleanser after Kyle said, you know, let's talk about something a little, you know, a little tamer, guys, alright? You know, mullets, guys. Mullets. My buddy, he just got a mullet. And a mullet is a statement, isn't it, guys? Like, it says something like, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, or... Alright, this crowd is dead. Kyle, you killed them, guys. You actually killed the crowd, Kyle. No, I could never, you know, like, mullets are popular, and I, you know, even women get mullets now. Like, I could never have sex with a woman with a mullet, you know? Just because the entire time we're having sex with each other, we're both thinking about the same thing. That's right, a different woman. Alright, guys. I'm gonna bring up your next comic of the night. Give it up for Jacob Dahl, guys. Give it up for him. Where are your friends? Well, Mugsy.
Oh man, it's pretty full in here. Oh boy, but yeah, just let me introduce myself. I'm Jacob, 18 years old, originally from Colorado, born and raised, and I'm back in Colorado. I have an autistic buddy of mine, Alright. Got some autistic fans in here. Ooh. Okay, now you gotta convince that you're all autistic over there. Fair enough, you guys are gonna love this joke. Anyways, this was about a year ago. I was talking to my buddy, and he wouldn't be that friend that wanted to give like advice to like his other friends, you know, like he just wanted to help out, but because it was about a year ago, he was talking to me, and he wanted to talk to me about talking to girls since I was the awkward friend, and he just wanted to give me advice on that. But instead of giving me advice, he started becoming an asshole and started bragging about how many girls he's been with. And so he got up in my face. He's like, "Ha no bitches," or like, "Ha autism." Freaking fidget spinners and Rubik's cubes, you know. It's like, hey man, you have your problems and I have mine, you know. Except I wasn't born with mine, or whatever you call it, I don't freaking know. Yeah, fun problems. We all have them, you know. Speaking of problems, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a stutter. Yeah. It was really bad when I was younger. I would like stutter over everything I would say, you know. And my oldest brother, his dad, could make fun of me for it. He'd be like, "Today, Junior." I'll be like, shut the fuck up, all right? And it's funny because I actually have a theory on how I got my start in the first place. It's actually a true story. My mom got in a car accident when she was pregnant with me. So I kind of thought the airbag just kind of, you know, fucked me up right up in the head, you know. And they go, you know. It's rare people that stutter, you know, because when you see someone in public and you're talking to them and they stutter, like, oh, they stutter. But it's different when you see someone stuttering in public with sign language, and they're like, oh, they have Parkinson's. Yeah, thank you, Mom, for your laugh. Get up for my mom, guys. Yeah. She's been supporting me with comedy, and not only that, she's dealt with my bullshit for 18 years and counting. And yes, and counting. Surprised she hasn't kicked me out of the house yet 'cause I'm not paying rent. So thank you, Mom, for that.
Welcome.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm also like the youngest of 3 kids, you know? And so I always thought, I was like, because like, this is my own personal opinion, but if anyone ever plans on having kids, you should at least stick to having at least 2. Just keep it even, you know, you gotta keep the numbers even, you know? Because the reason I say 2, not 1, is just because, you know, cause like, if you wanna have a kid, you obviously gotta end up having a kid, so that's 1 kid, right? And then the second kid is just so that the first kid ain't lonely, you know? You gotta have a companion. And the third kid, we don't know what the fuck the third kid is there for, but hey, that's me, so. Oh man, I should have kept the numbers even, and frickin' me and mom were getting arguments and whatnot, and she would like get annoyed with me, and then she would like say something, and then I'm just like, hey, I mean, she would say something that like was like part of my problem, though it really wasn't, you know. So my only instinct back is just like, hey, you gave birth to me, you know. So yeah. Gotta deal with the consequences of your actions, you know? Decided to have a third kid, and here I am. And somehow I made it through a pregnancy, so that's fun. Thank God just felt bad for me after getting hit by that fucking airbag. Fucking asshole, anyways. Man, but it's rough being 18, you know? Because I had this older gentleman come up to me because he knew that I turned 18, and so I don't know if he was trying to give me life advice, but like he kept like talking to me about like how you know his generation is so much different when he was 18, you know, and then he was trying to get like he was trying to maybe like up close. He put his hand on my shoulder. He was like, hey man, it gets foldable when you get oldable. I was like, what the fuck does he mean by that? And I thought about it, and he was talking about down there, you know, fucking, you know, got whip it out on the table, you know. And it got me thinking. I was like, well, shit, can old guys still get a boner? Like, yeah, freaking. I can only imagine like someone like, you know, like in their elder age, like 60s or 70s, you know, or 80s. I don't judge. If it's 90s, then good luck with that. If anything, I'll be pretty impressed, if anything. But I was always wondering, like, how does that work? Like, how does the wife get grandpa excited, you know? Like, if he can't hold it up, you know? And then, like, if she gets insecure, and then he's like, oh, don't worry, baby, it's me, not you, don't worry. Apparently, grandpa can't hold it up anymore, you know? His time came way past him, no pun intended. Oh man, but yeah, freaking, this is fun, right? Having fun back there, Alex? Yeah. Having fun with him, Josh, yeah? This is always fun. Fuck. Oh man, but yeah, let's see. Damn, I'm in a brain fart right now. Anyways, yeah, another thing about my mom, her name's Karen. Yeah, so if you're a manager of any stores, I suggest you stay away from her. Or else she'll be coming after you, so yeah, and it's funny because there was just one day I went to Spencer's, Spencer's, anyone else go to Spencer's? Woo! Thanks, Mom. I appreciate the support, Mom, I really do. Even though that this joke is really about you, like, you know. But I saw this shirt, you know, like, and it said, "Shut up, Karen," and I was like, I need that. So I got that, and one day on Christmas I showed it to her, and she didn't like it, but I thought it was hysterical, you know. I thought I wanted to add more to the collection, so I saw this other one that said, "I wish a Karen would." So I was like, I got that one, and then later did I know that she started to make her own shirts. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, she started making her own shirts, and it was like, you know, she's like, you're only upset because I stole your thunder, and it's like, yeah, whatever. Oh man, but yeah, this has been fun. But before I get off here, let's say one last thing. Before I get off here, what's your story? Thanks, Rob. All right. I'm not racist. When I'm driving, sorry, those freaking assholes I don't disagree on the road, you know? Alright, and so, but this was like back in like 5th or 6th grade. It was during the 2016 presidential election. And I was like 10, 11 years old, and I was dating this girl at the time too. We were at the cafeteria, and she was talking to me, and basically, she asked me, like, she's like, who are you voting for? Like, what? She's like, who are you voting for? And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't get what you're talking about. She's like, who are you voting for president-wise? And I was like, fuck, well, I was like being 10, 11 years old, didn't know anything about politics. Being 18, still don't. And so basically, I thought about it, I was like, why does it matter? 10, 11-year-olds can't vote anyway, so what, did I just pull like a vote out my ass and like, oh, hey, here, you know? I don't know, but I said the only one I only knew, and that was Trump. Yeah, she didn't like that at all, so she got up in my face and she bitch slapped me right across the face. True story, and she got up in my face again and she's like, how dare you, I'm Mexican. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're Mexican? Like, I didn't actually say this, but in my head I was like, well, shit, I'm sorry. But to me, you look completely white to me, so I didn't know they came in that color too. Yeah, that's my time. You guys have been awesome. Thank you.
Keep it going for Jason, guys. Give it up for them. Karen, I like that you brought a can corner. You don't even